Demon Bone Immortal. Chapter 1 The Bloody Tribulation of the Family. When she was 3 or 4 years old, her whole family was slaughtered by demon cultivators, and the blood stained the entire valley red. In the blood, a touch of immature eyes flashed with perseverance. This is Yoon looking, talented, although young, he has extraordinary spiritual sense. Seeing her outstanding qualifications, the demon cultivators decided to bring her back to the demon sect for training. She bit her small mouth and secretly swore in her heart, even if I am assimilated by the demonic path, I will not turn to evil. Chapter 2 The Baptism of the Demon Sect. In the demon sect, blood and evil spirits filled every corner. Yoon looking was forced to practice the demon bone technique, and every time she absorbed the evil energy, she felt her soul tremble. However, she still kept her heart for goodness and secretly learned the righteous path methods that the demon sect elders did not dare to detect. In the middle of the night, she whispered to the moonlight, "One day, I will save myself and the world." Chapter 3 At the Moment of Life and Death. When he was 16 years old, a secret fight broke out within the sect, and Yoon looking was trapped in the flame hell. The demon bone ability was activated, and her blood was filled with evil energy, and she was on the verge of collapse. At this moment, Yoon Yishan, the elder of the Shangqing sect, arrived and used his sword energy to break the demonic fire and save her. Yoon looking self-destructed the demon bones in the sea of fire, blood splattered, bones shattered, but his soul was preserved intact. Chapter 4 Self-Destruction of Demon Bones. After destroying the demon bone, Yoon looking lost the power of the demon sect and was also regarded as a useless person. But Yoon Yishan saw her potential and brought her back to the Shangqing sect and began to teach her the right path of cultivating immortality. When the aura first entered her body, pain and joy intertwined, and she felt true freedom for the first time. From today onwards, I will go to the immortal path in my own way. Chapter 5 First Entry into the Shangqing sect. The spiritual energy of the Shangqing sect is ethereal, and Yoon looking is like a fish in water learning the method of cultivating immortality. She diligently practices swordsmanship, alchemy, and charms, and every step is heart-oriented. The disciples looked at her coldly at first, but gradually were impressed by her perseverance and pure heart. She is not a waste, she is the future immortal king. Someone whispered. Chapter 6 The First Attempt to Transform into a God. At the age of 20, Yoon looking participated in the sect's transformation of gods and faced dozens of top disciples. The ring-like light and shadow flickered, and the spiritual power rushed, and even the elders felt shaken. During the trial, she encountered the hidden remnants of the demon sect and attempted to seize the secret method. She used pure yang sword energy and spiritual power to dissolve the enemy invisibly, and at the same time proved that her cultivation had reached the early stage of divine transformation. Chapter 7 Tempering the Mind. The realm of transformation was still unstable, and Yoon looking was given the task of protecting the sect, patrolling the forbidden area and suppressing monsters and demon spirits. Once, she encountered a cursed demon spirit, and her heart for goodness made her unable to bear to kill, so she used spells to resolve the curse. The demon spirit regained his freedom and saluted her, and this experience made Yoon looking understand that a truly powerful immortal cultivator needs to be based on virtue and mind. Chapter 8 The Demon Sect's Revenge. The demon sect secretly sent assassins to invade the Shangqing sect in an attempt to assassinate Yoon looking. Yoon looking used the power of a god to face the battle, and during the battle, she combined light and shadow illusion with sword energy to make the disciples of the demon sect unable to get close. At the time of crisis, she suddenly had a flash of inspiration in her heart, plunging the demon sect into a situation of cannibalism. The assassin fled, Yoon looking took a deep breath, and his heart became more determined, I will not look back. underscore 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 un. Chapter 9 The Battle of the Spiritual Realm. Shangqing sect opened the spiritual realm cultivation place, and Yun looking stepped into it, facing countless spirit beasts and illusion challenges. Every crisis made her more proficient in the power of transformation and better understanding of the cultivation of the mind. The spiritual power of the ring echoed in her consciousness. It was the will left by the demon bone, reminding her not to forget her original intention. She understood that the path of cultivating immortality was not only strength, but also the tempering of the heart. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 10 The Peak of Transformation into a God. After 10 years of hard practice, Yun looking finally reached the peak of transformation into a god, with sword energy crisscrossing and spiritual light like a waterfall. The elders of the Shangqing sect held a coronation ceremony for her and officially honored her as an immortal king. There were countless disciples and admirers, but she smiled indifferently, her eyes still shining with the light of goodness and freedom. What I protect is not only the sect, but also the goodness and justice in my heart. Chapter 11 Spiritual Vein Awakening. Yun looking accidentally discovered an ancient spiritual vein in the spiritual realm, and the spiritual energy was rushing abnormally. She felt the residual power of the demon bones stirring in her body, and the ring shattered. Be careful. Don't let it come back to life. Yun looking used his mind to control the power of the demon bones, and unexpectedly broke through the limit of the god transformation. The spiritual light was permeated, and the entire spiritual realm was shaken. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 12 The Shadow of the Demon Sect. The demon sect was unwilling to let Yun looking rise and sent shadow assassins to infiltrate the Shangqing sect. After she discovered the abnormality, she sneered, "Come on, I just want to test your details." The assassin's attack was fierce, and the Yun Luo King Hua divine sword chi was intertwined, instantly repelling it. Ring screamed, "You are really the most troublesome person I have ever seen." Underscore 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 un. Chapter 13 Fighting Conference. Shangqing sect held a fighting conference, and Yun looking was invited to participate. She used the divine sword technique to fight against many top disciples. The light and shadow intertwined, and the scene shocked the whole sect. The demon sect sent people to watch the battle secretly, trying to find flaws. During the competition, Yun looking accidentally performed a mind control spell, turning his opponent into a dangerous situation and showing extraordinary wisdom. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 14 Spirit Beast Resonance. In the spiritual realm, Yun looking established soul resonance with a 1,000-year-old spirit fox. The ring broke down. This guy looks delicious. I mean, it's very cooperative. The power of the spirit fox and the power of Yun Luo King Hua were fused, making her like a tiger in subsequent battles and battles. Underscore 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 un. Chapter 15 Demonic Bone Phantom. The demon bone remnants sometimes turned into phantoms, whispering memories of the past to her. Yun looking understood that only by accepting the demon bones and transforming them into his own use could he reach the true peak. She was in seclusion for 3 months, and finally the divine sword energy and the power of the demon bone were completely integrated, and the ring screamed, "Wow, I'm blinded by you." Underscore 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 un. Chapter 16 The Demon Sect Attacks Again. The remnants of the demon sect gathered to regain the demonic bone power on Yun looking's body. The battle broke out, flames and spiritual power intertwined, and the sky shook. Yun looking used sword energy to resolve the crisis and force the remnants to retreat to the depths of the Nether Valley. The ring broke and thought, "It's so dangerous, I'm beating my heart for you." Underscore 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 un. Chapter 17 Shangqing Sect Protector. The elders of the Shangqing sect appointed Yun looking as the protector, responsible for the defense of the sect and the training of disciples. She uses the power of transformation to rectify the order within the sect, and at the same time sexualizes the rebellious disciples with her heart. The ring complained, "Humph, you work so hard, I feel tired." Yun Luo smiled lightly, "Everyone has their own practice, I am just guiding." Chapter 18 Star Illusion. Yun Looking entered the Star Illusion realm and searched for the lost immortal object, the Sword of Destiny. The starlight in the illusion realm flickered, the aura was distorted, and dangers lurked. The ring screamed, "This time your life is hanging by a thread." She used the divine sword chi to fuse the power of the demon bone, break through many obstacles, and successfully retrieve the Sword of Destiny. Chapter 19 The Peak of Transformation. With the blessing of the Sword of Destiny, Yun Luo's Qinghua divine power could reach its peak. The spiritual light was like a waterfall, the sword energy crisscrossed the heavens and the earth, and the immortal cultivation world shook. The ring screamed, "Wow! I was blinded by your light." There are countless admirers and disciples admire her, but she is still indifferent, the only belief in her heart is to protect the goodness in her heart. Chapter 20 The Demon Sect's Final Conspiracy. The demon sect secretly gathered all its strength, preparing to launch the final blow against the Qing sect. Yun Looking gathered his disciples and spirit beasts, set up a guard formation, and welcomed the decisive battle. During the battle, she controlled the power of the god with her mind, repelled the entire army of the demon sect, and finally caused the enemy leaders to kill each other. Chapter 21 The Trial of the Heart. After the war, Yun Looking was arranged by Shangqing sect to conduct a mental trial. In the illusion, she faces the extinction of her family in the past, the torture of the demon sect, and the phantom of the demon bone. She faced it calmly, and finally tempered her mind to be impeccable. The ring fragmented thought, "Humph, you are really calm. I admire you." Chapter 22 The Immortal Lord is Crowned. Shangqing sect held a coronation ceremony for Yun Looking and officially honored her as an immortal king. There were countless disciples, elders, and admirers. She smiled indifferently, and there was only protection in her heart. The ring was also forced to admit her strength. "Okay, you're amazing." Chapter 23 The Immortal Cultivation Realm Guards. The immortal monarch Yun Looking established a guardian alliance to rectify the order of the immortal cultivation world. She influenced her disciples with her heart and taught her the method of transforming gods. Chapter 24 The Demon Bone is completely fused. Yun Looking refined the demon bone in seclusion, and finally completely fused the power of the demon bone for his own use. She felt the energy in her body rushing like the sea, the sword energy overwhelmed the heavens and the earth, and the aura was dazzling. The ring screamed, "Wow, I'm almost blinded by you." Chapter 25 The remnants of the demon sect are annihilated. The remnants of the demon sect tried to seize power again, and Yun Looking led his disciples and spirit beasts to completely annihilate them. The heavens and the earth shook, and the immortal cultivation world witnessed the true peak power of transforming gods. Chapter 26 Spiritual Realm Exploration. Yun Looking led his disciples to explore the depths of the spiritual realm and discover ancient immortal tablets and secret realms. The ring broke the thought, "Even I feel a bit scary here." She guided her disciples to learn the nature of the mind and swordsmanship, further strengthening the foundation of the immortal cultivation world. Chapter 27 Soul Resonance. The consciousness of the old man sealed in the demon bone was fully awakened, resonating with Yun Looking's consciousness. She was shocked. It turns out that my strength comes from the past and from the future. The ring spoke softly and broke his thoughts, forming a tacit understanding with her to jointly protect the fairy world. Chapter 28 Star Jade Slip. Yun Looking obtained the Star Jade Slip, foresaw hidden dangers in the future, and deployed the defense of the immortal cultivation realm in advance. The ring screamed, "Humph, with me as expected, you are so smooth." She smiled and said nothing, combining the prestige of the immortal monarch with her wisdom, and the immortal cultivation realm regained stability. Chapter 29 The Final Battle. The Shangqing sect held an annual fighting conference with other top sects, and Yun Looking showed the peak power of the god. She used the triple fusion of sword energy, demon bones, and star jade slips to defeat all opponents and shock the audience. The ring broke and thought, "Humph, I also participated in your legend anyway." Chapter 31 The Shadow of the Demon Realm. Yun Looking was overlooking the Nether Valley when he suddenly sensed the change in the shadow of the demon world in the distance. The ring screamed, "Be careful. That's a more terrifying existence than the demon sect." Her brows furrowed slightly, the sword of destiny in her hand flashed with cold light, and immediately formed a formation with the spirit beasts and disciples to meet the enemy. Shadow fluctuations swept in, distorting space, like a torrent of darkness swallowing heaven and earth. Chapter 32 Shadow Demon Venerable. Shadow Demon Venerable appeared in the shadow, tall, and his face was as deep as night. Yun Looking felt unprecedented coercion, and the residual power of the demon bone and the transformation of the sword chi were intertwined to form a defensive shield. "You are finally here, Immortal Lord." The Shadow Demon Venerable whispered, his voice like frost cutting through his heart. The ring screamed, "Don't scare me. This time I may have to use all my fragmentation skills." Yun Luo was calm and walked into the battlefield, his eyes flashing with cold light, ready to compete. Chapter 33 The Nether Valley Cracks. The two forces collided, the netherworld valley ley line shook, and the mountain rocks shattered and scattered. The disciple and the spirit beast struggled to support him, and the ring screamed, "I'm about to be shaken out of the crack." Yun Looking used sword energy to resolve space fluctuations and used the magic bone fusion technique, but forced the Shadow Demon Venerable to retreat. She secretly said in her heart, "The real enemy is not only strength, but also the test of the heart." Chapter 34 Demon Bone Seal. Shadow Demon Venerable tried to seize the power of Yun Looking demon bone and form a demon bone resonance. Yun Looking held his breath and concentrated, using the power of the god to completely seal the demon bone, and at the same time transform it into a part of his own sword energy. The ring broke and thought, "Wow, your operation is too dazzling." The demon venerable was countered, fled into the shadow rift, and temporarily disappeared. Chapter 35 The Secret Realm of the Spiritual Realm. After the war, Yun Looking led his disciples to explore the secret realm of the spiritual realm deep in the Nether Valley. It is bizarre, with floating trees, starlight like a waterfall, and hordes of phantom beasts. The ring broke and thought, "I don't want to fall into such a strange place." Yun Looking smiled, "Don't be afraid, danger and opportunity often coexist." She and her disciples obtained the lost ancient books and spiritual materials of the Shangqing sect from the secret realm. Chapter 36 Star Trial. Yun Looking entered the Star Trial land and faced the unknown star illusion. Every step was a test of her mind and cultivation, and even light and shadow clones attacked her mind. The ring screamed, "You might really be played to death this time." She used her demonic bones to fuse sword energy to break the illusion, proving that the peak power of the god transformation had reached its peak. Chapter 37 The Crisis of the Immortal Cultivation Realm. When the news came, the remnants of the demon realm gathered with the intention of invading the immortal cultivation realm. Yun Looking summoned the disciples of the major sects, set up a protective formation, and prepared for the great battle. The ring broke the thought, here we go again. I said, isn't your life too exciting? She smiled and said nothing, turning into a divine sword chi and fusing with demon bone energy to form a protective shield for the entire territory. Chapter 38 Invasion of the Demon Realm. The demon army entered the Nether Valley, the light and shadow of heaven and earth intertwined, and war broke out. Yun Looking led his disciples and spirit beasts to fight against the enemy, and every time the sword energy shattered the dark demonic energy. The ring screamed, I'm tired of wrinkles for you. She was firm in her heart, only by protecting can we be truly strong. Chapter 39 The Leader of the Demon Realm. The leader of the demon world appeared, with a majestic momentum, the sword energy collided with the demonic energy, and the heavens and the earth trembled. The peak power of the Yun Luo King Hua God was fully opened, and the demon bone sword energy blended, showing the posture of a true immortal king. The climax of the battle was repeated, the bizarre forces were intertwined, and the space cracks tore the void. Chapter 40 Jedi Strikes Back. Yun Looking controlled the entire field with his heart, guided and resolved the power of the demon world, and forced the enemy to retreat. The disciples and spirit beasts cooperated tacitly, and finally completely defeated the remnants of the demon world. The ring screamed, it's so dangerous, I'm beating my heart for you. The immortal cultivation world finally regained peace, and Yun Looking's reputation reached its peak. Chapter 41 Soul Resonance. The consciousness of the old man sealed in the demon bone was fully awakened and merged with Yun Looking's consciousness. Her heart was shocked, and she understood that power is not just the body, but the resonance of the soul and the persistence of the heart. The ring said softly, okay, you are really powerful, I admit it. Chapter 42 The Immortal Lord is officially crowned. Shangqing sect held a coronation ceremony, and Yun Looking was officially revered as the Immortal Lord. There were countless disciples, elders, and admirers, and she only had the responsibility of protecting the immortal cultivation world in her heart. The ring complained, humph, I also participated in your legend anyway. Chapter 43 Protecting the Immortal Realm. The Immortal Lord Yun Looking rectified the sect and established a guardian alliance to prevent the resumption of the demon world. Under her guidance, the disciples and spirit beasts cultivated their minds and swordsmanship, and the immortal cultivation world restored peace and order. Chapter 44 The Bizarre Daily Life. Yun Looking lives with rings, spirit beasts, and disciples, and cultivation and adventure are intertwined. The ring occasionally complains and thinks, and life is full of fun. In the bizarre world of immortal cultivation, there are unknown adventures and challenges every day. Chapter 45 The Final Trial. Yun Looking faced the final test of the heart, the ultimate fusion of demonic bones and the power of transforming gods. She was in seclusion for 7 days, her heart was impeccable, and her demon bones and sword energy were completely integrated into her body. The ring screamed, wow, you really blinded me this time. Chapter 46 The Legend of the Immortal Cultivation World. The reputation of Yunluo Qinghua Immortal Lord spread throughout the immortal cultivation world, admired by disciples, and recited by juniors. Every fight, every adventure, has become a legendary story in the immortal cultivation world. Chapter 47 The Illusion of the Stars is again. She once again stepped into the star illusion, explored the unknown secret realm, and obtained ancient immortal artifacts and spells. The ring broke the thought, here we go again. Your life is too exciting. Yunluo smiled lightly, only good and protective in his heart. Chapter 48 The Aftermath of the Demon Realm. The remnants of the demon world tried to make a comeback, but Yunluo led his disciples and spirit beasts to completely suppress them. The light and shadow between heaven and earth crisscrossed, the demon bones and sword chi were intertwined, and the power shocked the fairy world. Chapter 49 The Perfection of Mind Nature. Yunluo completed the final mental cultivation, the demon bones were completely fused, and the power of the gods was extremely stable. The ring screamed, I admire you all. She looked at her disciples and smiled indifferently, true strength is protection in heart. Chapter 50 The Ending. Peace returned to Nether Valley, and Yunluo gazed down upon the immortal realm, adored by countless disciples and admirers. Together with her ring, her spirit beast, and Qin Mengli, she protected the realm, and the bizarre and fantastical saga of cultivating immortals came to a close. The immortal lord's prestige remained unshaken, the world of cultivation was at peace, and his legend would endure for thousands of years.